G'day guys, Tom and Wade here from Different Drop. Welcome to Wine Unfiltered, where we taste and review the most exciting newly released wines in the country, maybe on the whole planet. We have a stacked show for you today. We're opening up maybe Germany's most famous iconic Rieslings, some incredible Tasmanian Pinot Noir, maybe the biggest bargain in Australian wine as well, Wade. So much to taste.
Yes, and we've got our 1 minute blind tastings.
Of course.
Which I am getting increasingly worse at.
I know, and I'm going to keep my lead going. Let's go. Shall we get into it?
Let's get stuck in.
Let's go. Now, I thought I'd start off with a glass of something crisp and fresh.
Bring it on.
Do you like Riesling?
I do like Riesling.
Do you like Riesling from the Mosel?
I do like Riesling from the Mosel.
Do you like JJ Prüm Riesling from the Mosel?
I fucking love JJ Prüm from the Mosel. Yes!
So we just got the new 2023s in the last week or two. Very excited about this release. The importer for JJ Prüm, the lovely people at Vinden, put on every year. They call it Prum char. It's like a I'll talk. You just do your thing. Like a yum char matched with the whole range of Prüm Rieslings. And we did this a couple of weeks ago. I know, it's a tough gig. And the 2023s are scintillating. Now, you haven't tried the 23s yet,
I tried a few.
Oh, we brought a little bit of time.
I tried a few.
But fresh bottle.
Yep.
22s were delicious, but more broad, more tropical,
Yep.
more ripe. The 23s have a purity and a delicacy, and they're back to like a classic JJ Prüm minerality and fineness that we really love in these wines. And I thought if you're gonna focus on one, there's so many cuvées.
Yeah.
The Wehlener Sonnenuhr vineyard is probably the marquee site.
I guess it's kind of like that's their Grand Cru, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like depending on what level of sweetness you're looking at, I think each different vineyard has its own kind of sweet spot.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun.
Nice.
But Wehlener Sonnenuhr across like from Cabernet through to Auslese is always exceptional.
Yeah.
And so this is like kind of this is Spatlese. So this like sits dead center in the between those two styles.
Yeah. And I thought of the different, like Grape looked really great with the Auslese this year, like really intense and anxious. And they all looked good, the cabinets actually. The Wehlener Sonnenuhr looked great. But this is the one I wanted to have a look at. 2023, as I said, finer year. We had Katarina Prüm on a video hookup talking about the season, and it was a beautiful year for them. And the wines are just absolutely singing up there.
It's a really dainty, delicate vintage.
Yeah.
Like it's still got Prüm power. It's still got like chalkiness. There's that real Wehlener Sonnenuhr like smokiness and stony kind of minerality that because this is all blue slate, this vineyard. Yeah. And you get that coolness and that fineness and that chalkiness, definitely.
But persistence. Like that's the thing with this wine. Like it's still quite restrained aromatically. Like this will just continue to blossom. We only just opened this up too, so a bit of time in the glass and bottle will help. But the persistence on the palate, it just, a little sip and it just goes and goes, doesn't it?
God, I just want a fucking schooner glass of that. That's just too good to drink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
do you reckon they drink these out of steins there in the Mosel?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Should I go grab my
I would
authentic Oktoberfest stein?
So Katharina never talks about RS levels. It's one of the secrets of Prüm. She never talks about it. She hates talking about it. But this is, the freshness and brightness and purity in that wine. Yeah. It's just delightful to drink, man. All right, well,
it just sneaks up on you, doesn't it? A little taste, and it just peacocks and just goes and goes and goes and goes.
So you just don't spit JJ Prüm?
No. This might be a bit of a dry bucket afternoon.
It might be.
I'm going to drive home in an hour or two, so we'll see how we go.
Let's go.
All right, have you got something for me?
I do. All right, so you've gone as fancy as you can go in Riesling.
That's how I roll, baby.
I want something a little bit more approachable, a bit of a wine for the people. How about a $20 Chardonnay?
You don't sit and drink Prüm on a Wednesday afternoon most weeks?
Well, I do. But no, let's go from $150 German Riesling icon to $20 bargain Aussie Chardonnay.
Let's do it. All right. So Wickhams Road. Now, if you are a Chardonnay or Pinot Noir drinker and you are not drinking cases of Wickhams Road and Hoddles Creek by extension every year,
Yeah.
then you don't know what you're doing. These wines are such insane value from Franco Downer and the Hoddles Creek team.
Yeah, so this is not Hoddles Creek estate fruit in the Yarra Valley, but it's made to basically the exact same standards and exactly the same way that Franco makes all the Hoddles Creek estate gear. So right the way from like his Siberia Chardonnay or whatever, which is like $70, down to just the estate range. And this at $20 a bottle, they're all made dead similar.
Yeah.
No acid adjustments because it's cold as shit in the A Valley. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it's not as funky. There's not as much oak as what you do get on the estate because the estate Chardonnay this year had a good whack of like good sulfury sort of, smoky oak to it.
Yeah, it often does.
I like it.
Yeah.
Whereas this is more about sort of fruit freshness, fruit purity.
Did I mention it's $20 retail?
You did. It's $20
or 19 or 20. So it's crazy. I don't actually know how they do it. The Deannas are amazing business people and operators and so established now that they can produce wines at this price because it's just silly.
Okay. How good. So it's really peachy.
Isn't it cuddly and fun?
Lovely sort of pineapple-y sort of kick to it. There's just enough like leasiness there to give it like a little bit of like, so it feels like Chardonnay, like it's got base notes to it as well. But
you know what I like about that? Because sometimes the Hoddles is almost too good for the price. You know what I mean?
Don't say that.
It's almost like too intellectual, or it does benefit with some time.
Yeah.
That wine really ages beautifully. I like to leave it for a few years. This is like the exact style you want at that price point. You're spending $20. It's got lovely ripe fruit, soft fruit, kind of in that stone fruit peach kind of zone. The oak is like soft and cuddly and warming. There's not, it doesn't have crazy length or power, but it's just a delicious glass of Chardonnay.
It is.
Really well balanced.
Yeah, and it tastes like Chardonnay. And what more can you want for $20? It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, cool. Oh, that's a win, as
All right,
always.
Sweet. Nice. We'll call that bargain of the week, Tom.
Bargain of the week. We need a little graphic. Bargain of the week. No, that's for the...
Oh, no, that's the time.
Bargain of the week.
All right, what do you got next?
A new discovery. Well, no, it's not a new discovery. A newish discovery over the last few years is Tilly J.
Yeah.
So Tilly Johnson, and a fantastic winemaker. She's got an enormous amount of experience, hasn't she? She's made wines, for Brokenwood?
Yeah.
Lewin.
She was at Lewin. She started at Coldstream.
Coldstream, yeah.
And then when we met her, she was working in Flamsteed's Giant Steps. I'm sure that's when we met her first. But this is only probably her fifth solo vintage, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
And this is only the second time she's made an Aligoté.
Yeah.
So, Aligoté.
So she works with a range of different sites, and just has a really lovely deft touch in the winery. They're really elegant wines, beautiful wines. This is a King Valley Aligoté. Now, there's not a lot of Aligoté in Australia, as we all know. But it's such an exciting variety for us here, and I think works really, really well in this country. And the wines are great value. Yeah.
So if you sort of think about Chardonnay, but then head a little left into slightly waxier sort of territory, that's where kind of Aligoté sits for me.
Yeah.
It's not as fruit powerful and doesn't have as much acid as sort of Chardonnay grown in the Yarra Valley. Or even the King Valley, which like King Valley Chardonnay can be pretty lean and mean, because it's really freaking cold there and there's a lot of sparkling clone planted there. So Aligoté makes a great sort of other option because it fits that same sort of spot. This is fermented. There's 15% new oak in this. There's even she even tops the barrels with a little bit of Chardonnay lees, so you just get like a little bit more sort of weight to it.
You see that little lick of new oak, don't you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It really works.
That kind of waxiness, it really works because the Aligoté is obviously picked judiciously and early. There's plenty of zip to the fruit, and just this nice little waxy kind of cream caramel kind of character that comes through. Really.
There's definitely like a honeycomby sort of thing going on, hey?
It's delicious, isn't it? They were all good. We ummed and ahed about which Tilly J wine to open today between this, the Chardonnay and the Pinot.
Yeah.
But we talk about Chardonnay and Pinot all the time, so we thought an Aligoté would be fun. And there's just not that many in Australia.
No, there's not.
And worth noting as well, when you taste all these 2024s, you're looking at a warmer, drier year compared to the 3 or 4 years that came before it. So a lot of the wines do have that little bit of extra breadth. So when you're looking on a wine list or looking to buy for the cellar, throughout much of Australia. The 2024 is definitely a step up in power.
Look, and Aligoté kind of cops it for just being like a little bit simple. Like I guess
Fuck that.
in the Burgundian sense anyway. But that's quite complex.
Yeah.
It's got power. It's got a little bit of like a honeycomb and that salinity sort of kick to it. On the nose, it's even got like a little bit of there's some white floral notes.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of aniseed.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty fucking cool.
It's really cool. So, guys, the label, absolutely worth following. Tilly's a legend. She's a really, really nice girl. She's doing a great job with the wines. The Chardonnay and the Pinot are superb too. There's a Grenache as well. That's really smart. So, one of those labels on the up that's worth following. And this is yummy.
Go Tilly.
Go Tilly.
That's awesome.
So, another kind of youngish producer. Can you call him a young producer? A young label.
Yeah, a young collab.
How do you even pronounce it?
All
So,
right.
Lignee. So, anyway, this has been another wine that's, to be honest, flown off the shelves in the last few weeks. I'm sure some of you guys have tried this now. And it's a very unique collaboration between two...
Dead said the two most handsome winemakers in New South Wales.
You reckon?
Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. You'll see. I'll put the B-roll in. You'll see what I mean. Angus, Vinden.
I reckon Mike Julius has something to say about that.
Yeah, that's true.
The boys. So two great young producers. So Angus Vinden, who's the chief winemaker and owner of Vinden Wines, and Will Gilbert at Gilbert Wines. Both kind of next generation winemakers that have taken over the family businesses. Two young guys. They're great mates, and they came up with this idea a few years ago, didn't they, to take a blend of Hunter Valley Shiraz from Angus's Somerset Vineyard in Hunter, and Orange Pinot Noir from Will's Vineyard.
So they basically make the two batches completely separately. They don't talk to each other through harvest. It's like they make their own components, and they come together and just blend it up and see how it looks.
Yeah.
So this has always been bottled just in Magnum in the first few releases, just because they're dickheads.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah,
but it was a bit of a pain in the ass.
It was. But the wine's always been pretty cool. But I don't think, I think before there might have been some more like bunchiness and a little bit more like experimental winemaking going on.
This is
like no bunch, or maybe there's like a tiny bit on Gus's Shiraz, but it's all de-stemmed, bright,
It's
juicy,
so pretty.
slippery, delicious mid-weight New South Wales red. So Gus's Somerset Vineyard, it's like a throwback to like 1965, 1970 plantings, right? And the great red wines of the Hunter Valley were kind of this blend.
Yeah.
Like it was some version of Shiraz and Pinot blended up for Hunter River Burgundy. So this is them kind of like reinventing that.
And I'm
that
sure
blend.
we've got some people watching this overseas. We have a large international following now, Wade.
Do we?
Did you know?
No.
They're everywhere.
Why are they watching us?
I don't know. We can't send them any wine. No, keep watching. Please keep watching. But it makes us feel good.
Yeah.
No, we love it. But anyway.
Shout out to Turkmenistan or wherever.
Yes, they love it, Turkmenistan. Shiraz Pinot Noir blend sounds pretty nuts, doesn't it? But it is this uniquely Australian thing that just seems to work when done with good vineyards. You see in the Hunter Valley, you see in parts of Canberra and Orange, you see in the Yarra Valley in particular, even the Adelaide Hills. Some of these cooler regions, but not too cold. And they can ripen both Pinot and Shiraz at nice levels, and the blend works so well.
This is smoking. I haven't tasted this yet.
Man, it's belting. It's so
really fucking good. This has always been like a bit of a laugh, this project, but this is not a laugh.
No.
This is a dead set, legit
it's
wine.
It's proper.
It's a proper wine.
I mean, it's a bit disconcerting to me that you're surprised about that, given we've been selling the shit out of it.
We have been selling the
few
shit out
weeks.
of it. I've been meaning to buy it. I just haven't gotten around to buying it.
Yeah.
But fuck, that's right in my wheelhouse. I actually will be buying some of that.
Yeah, it's smart, isn't it?
Yeah. I might get the boys to sign a bottle. I wonder if they've got any magnums. No, but that is dead set. Like red fruit, supple, silky, sexy, delicious midweight.
Just
New South Wales red.
If you want just a light red, light to medium bodied red, that's a bit different. That is a banger. And there's the really sneaky kind of tannin there that comes at you at the end, isn't it?
How good.
All right, mate, let's keep rolling. All right, next in the bag, mate, we're going to go south.
Yes.
About as far south as you can go.
Is this like one of the most southern vineyards on the planet?
No. There's that vineyard in Antarctica.
Very dry grown.
Yeah.
On an ice shelf.
Yeah, Penguin Bay, I think.
Yes.
They specialise in ice wine.
Yeah. This, my friend, is the 2024 Chatto Isle Pinot.
Yes.
So, Jim Chatto, one of Australia's best winemakers of his generation, I think, pretty safe to say.
That's what he would say.
Highly decorated wine show judge, been chief winemaker at, was
Pepper Trees where he just started, and then Mount Pleasant.
He did Mount
for a long
Pleasant.
time.
Then didn't he do Bay of Fires?
Well, he kind of worked for that McWilliams group and,
Yeah.
some Tasmanian things, yeah.
Yeah. But the wines at Pepper Tree were great. The wines he made at McWilliams at Mount Pleasant were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Which is where he won Winery of the Year and all sorts, and sort of brought that winery really back. But then he bailed from the Hunter and moved to Tassie and planted this vineyard.
So probably about 15 years ago or so.
07-ish?
Yeah, I think. And right down in Glacier's Bay, which is in the kind of Huon Valley region, right down the southernmost point of Tasmania.
Yeah.
You're near Port Arthur, you're near Bruny Island down there. There's not much between you and Antarctica, standing at Jim's vineyard. It's right on the viticultural extremes, as he likes to say.
Totally, because it's extremely marginal to grow Pinot here. It's very, very dry. It's very, very cold.
Yeah.
It's like a freezing desert at the bottom of Tassie. I've not been into his vineyard, but I walked past it on the way to Paul and Gilly's place down at Sailor Six Horse.
Yeah.
Because they're like kind of the next vineyard down the road. And it's a diabolical place to grow grapes.
I've never been.
It's insane country down there. But yeah, this is now comfortably one of the most sought after Pinots in the country, I think.
For sure. And planted to like 4 or 5 different clones on the site. And then the idea being the best parcels, best clones, best barrels every year go to this, the Isle, and then the rest goes, he has his Intrigue Pinot Noir, which is off his vineyard, but a higher whole bunch component. And then he's got Lutruito, which comes from a bunch of different vineyards. He's got Bird, he's got some other ones as well. So
Jesus, it's good.
Yeah, so 24, warmer year, drier, smaller berries, as always, leads to more intensity, more concentration, more structure. And this is a wine.
Look at the colour.
Yeah, Chatto Pinot is not a backward wine. Like it's always quite intensely structured.
Yep.
It's often quite reductive.
Yep. Decent whack of Swiss oak.
Yeah.
Like this is like
they're made for the cellar as well.
Really. Definitely. And really you can see like he's an absolute Burg hound. So like it's made not dissimilarly to a lot of Burgundy, where it's all about structure, muscle, power. But it's fucking delicious fruit though. How's the fruit quality?
Yeah, I reckon this is like dialed back a bit on the reductivity.
Yeah.
Reduction. This year. Maybe look, we've double decanted all these wines. So as we like to do for you at home, really, it's just for your pleasure. That we'll pour them into a decanter, pour them back into the glass, just run some oxygen through them before we film and taste, just to open them up a little bit. And maybe that's helped some of that reduction blow off that you often see with these wines. But I've got to say, there's a really gorgeously pure core of fruit in there.
Beautiful blue fruit, slightly sappy as well. There's like a nice kind of cut flower stem sort of, I'm sure there's a little bit of bunch in here. Hey,
yeah,
there has to be, because the tannin is like, it sort of feels that way.
Yeah.
And that little bit of smokiness.
Really good.
Really good.
Really good.
It's a pretty Rolls Royce Pinot. Like it's not like a fine boned, like ethereal little dainty thing. This is like Pinot with power.
But there's elegance still too.
Oh, for sure.
The fruit feels in a really nice ripeness level. I'm super duper impressed with that.
But it's like blackberry and you know, that sort of, it's like a much darker fruit spectrum than you get in sort of Victorian Pinot.
Yeah. And remember we tasted a few weeks ago too, the rest of the releases, but the Lutruito entry level Pinot from Jim in 24 was smoking.
It was probably it was our favourite
to drink right now.
Yeah,
it was
out of all of those,
and probably the
best
of that I've seen or I can remember for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
So guys, Chatto, there's a lot of culty producers down on the Apple Isle that we love. You know, there's Dr. Edge, Sailor Six Horse, 2 Ton Tasmania. Then you've got your established producers like Meadowbank, Pooley, etc. But Chatto is definitely a producer being sought after and snapped up. We did the release. But I don't even think there's any of this still available by the time we publish.
It was supposed to be available August 1.
Yeah.
I think we'd sold it all by August 1.
By July 25th. No, it's all pretty much gone. But if you see a bottle of us, either through us or someone else, try this stunning Pinot. And really, for what it is and how scarce it is, still quite reasonably priced. So, all right, mate. What a beauty.
Killer. All right.
Keep rolling. We're going to head to South Australia. We're going to head to McLaren Vale. And I'm very, very excited to try this. Clarendon Hills. So this is the Romas Grenache 2023. We have done a little bit with Clarendon Hills over the years, but there's been a lot of great press for the brand. It's a really established brand in Australia that seems to be reinvigorated. And we just thought it was worth having a fresh look at the wines, and we were really impressed. So
like a lot of press. They were like an absolute benchmark producer through the 90s and early 2000s. Maybe not been like the darling of the press in the last, 10, 15 years. But in the last 3 or 4 vintages, just getting smoking reviews. So I think there has been, admittedly, from their end, I believe, there's been a bit of a stylistic shift in-house. So to move, because they were known for like Clarendon Australis, I think was known as the fresher version of those Grand Cru Australian, Henschke Hill of Grace, Penfolds Grange. Okay. Australis was there in that sort of icon status, but as the slightly cooler climate, more refined single vineyard version.
It's an icon of Australian Shiraz.
For sure. But I think the zeitgeist of Australian wine has shifted quite a bit in those 20 years. Yeah. And so it still sits on the bigger end. Yeah. But 23, because 23 in Clarendon, in McLaren Vale, is such a light, fine, bright vintage.
And it's no coincidence that you look at the reviews from the likes of Halliday, Wine Front, Wine Advocate, James Suckling, etc. for the last few vintages, 21, 22, 23, in those cooler years. Yeah. And you're seeing some of the best reviews for these wines in a long time. So it's not as though we've tasted every vintage of these wines, so it's hard to make a call on how if there's a shift in how they're being made, but it's really exciting. So obviously founded by Roman Protasiuk, his son Alex is heavily involved now. Yep. And they're making a big effort to get Clarendon Hills back in front of people.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is old vine Grenache. When I say old, 1920 planted, I believe. Yeah. And it's sort of, I think, on the edge of Blewett Springs and Clarendon subregions.
Yeah, because it's not like Blewett Springs sand. No. Like we've talked about a fucking million times here. It's not the sandy, beachy Blewett Springs vineyard. It's really hard, rocky ironstone. Yeah. And it's a bit of a bitch to grow anything in, which is why. What is it? Grenache and apricots are the only things that can grow in this sort of...
Fraser says, isn't it?
It's the only thing that can grow in these shitty conditions.
Yeah.
And, the shittier the better, really, for Grenache. The harder it has to work, these old bush vines. How intense is that?
It's intense. Look, it's very impressive. It's got those hallmark McLaren Vale Grenache kind of aroma and flavour notes. You see the red fruit, the spice cupboard.
It's rosy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa. It's a bit of potpourri,
but there's a plushness and a power that sets this apart from the likes of Steve Panel's Grenaches, Rob Macadafelion, Vanguardist, Pirelli, Yangara. Yeah, this is definitely crafted differently, and there's an oomph. Yeah, to it. It's a Rolls Royce.
There's a richness and a power there. Yeah, and
but not in a. I don't want that to come across in a derogatory way, a negative way. No. It doesn't have the fineness of those wines, but nor should it. It's obviously a different site. Yeah. That with the rockier soils, and you see that in that muscle and intensity.
But what it's still got is it has freshness. Yeah. It's still got freshness and vibrancy, and you see that rosy perfume that that Grenache is picked on that right side of being it's picked before it's too ripe if you've got that rosy, red-fruited, red frog lift to it. Yeah. And I think he's just slotted that. I think that's bang on for what that vineyard wants to do, right?
And the second sip there, the tannin. Yeah. The tannin.
Oh, man. Well, it's really smooth and suede. It's not super chunky. It's very velvety tannin.
No, some of the really high-toned McLaren Vale Grenache tannin is really fine. And then you get obviously some chunkier stuff that is smooth. Yeah, is the word. But there, that's going to age absolutely beautifully. That wine.
It's pretty fucking delicious.
The alcohol's in pretty good balance.
It's like
30.5. That's beautiful for Grenache.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could there'll be other Blewett Springs sandier vineyards that will be higher booze than that.
Yeah.
But I think that just maintains power and presence even at that booze.
I'm really stoked. That looks so good.
Fucking good.
Because I've tried a couple of other wines yet. I hadn't cracked Romas.
Yeah.
The Onkaparinga Grenache is awesome, and the Onkaparinga Syrah. The Blewett Grenache is lovely, just a little bit less power and intensity compared to that. The little Domain Clarendon wines are bargains. When you look at, this is $100. Australis is like 350 or something. And you got the little Domain Clarendons are like 25, 30, $35. Really, really smart.
I think that Domain Clarendon Grenache is planted from cuttings from this site.
Right.
So it's like transplanted to a new vineyard, but it's only young. It's like less than 20 years old, I think, that vineyard.
All right. That's really exciting. All right, mate, enough Australian wine. What's next in the kit bag?
I don't know. I'm really impressed by that, eh?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
All right, let's keep rolling with the next wine, mate.
All right.
Let's head overseas. Get your passport ready. Feel like a quick trip to northern Italy?
I do.
Some Pinot Grigio, perhaps. Maybe some Prosecco.
Last but not least. Oh, no, not even. We've got more to come.
Yeah, there's more to come. We're going full out today.
We are.
Lifted our game.
We've stacked the lineup.
It's too much.
I'm going to be boozed by the end of this. All right. Up next, 2022 Dave Fletcher Barbaresco.
The Rector Pate?
Rector Pate?
Or Rector Pete, as we like to call it here in Australia.
Pete. Dave Fletcher. Aussie man making Barbaresco.
Yeah.
Been in Barbaresco and making wine for another big winery there for over 10 years now. Dude is absolutely Nebbiolo obsessed.
Yeah.
Planted his own little vineyard, which is now coming online, which is super exciting. And I think he's got to be one of the only people outside of like Italian natives that have any holdings in Barbaresco.
Yeah.
Like you've got to really, knock the door down to get a foot in the door there.
Well, he's been there long enough now, I guess.
So his winery is in the old Barbaresco train station, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is what his symbol is. Is it on this? It's not, but it's on his other wines. But how cool.
It's a blend of his different crews that he kind of works with, isn't it? So see if I can remember. So Fasse, Ronchi, Cargroza and Serragrilli, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's those four sites.
Yeah.
Made with he doesn't like botty so much with this. It's more barrel, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's old oak.
It's
They're
old
like
oak, of course.
there's 300 litre barriques, but
it doesn't scream like oakiness, does it? But there's a softness to the wine. It's a very pretty, fragrant Barbaresco. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting, isn't it? Because you can see, it looks riper than the 21. Like, for me. Anyway.
I don't know if I tried the 21.
I bought some of the 21 because it was good.
Very playful release. The tannin is quite fine and subtle, isn't it? It's not.
It doesn't have the. It's not an absolute banger like the 21 was, but it's definitely probably going to drink earlier.
Yeah,
drink better as a younger.
I'm going to say it's charming. You know what I mean?
Like it's got heaps of like nice, bright, juicy fruit. It just doesn't maybe have like the tannin definition that you want in like in a 20-year Barbaresco.
Yeah.
But for drinking now, it's pretty bloody delicious.
Yeah.
And it looks identifiably like Nebbiolo.
Oh, without question. Yeah. And like Barbaresco, like it's very much that red fruited spectrum. I don't know if it has that kind of intensity and concentration and drive that you'd hope to see in some other years. But it's a lovely, charming, early drinking Barbaresco.
It's like when we saw all the langing nebs come through from 21 to 22. There's a fineness and a precision in the 21 langies. That was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
The Barollas of Barbarescos are going to be so good. And then 22 is they're just like, I don't know. They just haven't been to the gym.
Yeah.
They've just been like fucking sitting on the couch having a good time.
Nothing wrong with not going to the gym, mate.
Not dissimilar to me. But there's just like a little bit more puppy fat, I think,
Yeah.
on like the 22s in general.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see that in this wine, but it's not, it's still fucking, I don't know.
It's a lovely drink.
It's really good.
I don't know, it's the best release, that wine, but it's bloody delicious.
Yeah.
An Aussie and Barbaresco.
And he's got the 21 crews out at the moment. So there's like Ronchi and Fasse are available. So if you want to check out his 21 work, there are bottles of those somewhere in this country. We have a few of them.
Yeah, so many.
But and Dave's a very, very cool producer. Definitely worth checking out. So,
all right, mate, we're heading back local, and we're pretty excited about this next. We'll need a second glass, actually. You grab the wines, I'll grab a glass. Agricola. Is that the right way to?
I think we want to go left to right, right?
Is that the because like either label? You got
you
Caissans.
did Columna last.
I just didn't know which is the front label, which is the back.
I like this label. I mean, I know people put them that way.
Yeah,
but I think that's cooler.
Which is cooler?
The way that the people...
The map and stuff. Yeah.
Anyway, Agricola Vintners. So Callum Powell. Do you want to tell people about Callum?
Yeah,
You've been to his joint.
Yeah. Callum, lovely young guy in the Barossa Valley, the son of winemaking legend Dave Powell, who founded Torbrek. And Callum for a long time worked with his dad and had a brand called Powell and Son, very creatively named. And Callum is now doing his own thing and making a bloody good fist of it because he's got access to some amazing vineyards just through his history and his family. He's got his family site, plus other vineyards he works with in the Barossa, really established great vineyards. And the bloke has just, I think, an incredible natural winemaking talent.
Mate,
like he's
got a gift, eh?
He's got a gift, and he's coming at Barossa Shiraz much in the same way as Fraser McKinley at Samioti. Hints of Abel Gibson, who's his neighbour at Ruggabellis, hints of Dan Standish, hints of Brett Grokey at Barossa, where they're taking these, and Peter Shell at Spinifex, where they're taking these amazing old vineyards and applying a modern winemaking kind of mantra, which is very much about fruit first, oak second, and not trying to pick these too ripe and too alcoholic, not over-extracted, not too much oak, not more power than they naturally have inherent in them. And what you're left with is these amazing artworks of wines that just have so much complexity and flavour, so much regional and vineyard identity, and it's so delicious.
You know, how cool. So this guy knows, like, he's grown up around all the vineyards in the Barossa. He knows, like, all these amazing old parcels like the back of his hand, literally growing up in the Torbrek cellars, like running around in between ferments when he's a baby. So he's so familiar with these. But you know what I love about this new mode of Barossa producer? You don't need to try for ripeness.
Yeah.
You know, and like even when we were talking to PJ about that when he was working at Penfolds, it's like all those old like 70s and 80s Barossa wines, they're mid-weight.
Yeah.
They're not like these 15.5% like monster truck wines because you just get ripeness in the Barossa. You shouldn't have to push for it. And these wines, I think, kind of really demonstrate that well because there's freshness and levity here, right?
Absolutely. So the wine on the left is the Flaxman Valley Shiraz, which is Eden Valley. So higher altitude. It's his family property, and that's where the winery is, I believe. And so I visited last year. It was last year, wasn't it? I went down and saw Corbett. Yeah, visited last year. This shed is like the size of this room. This shed is the smallest shed imaginable. And everything is so boutique and hands-on from Callum. But he knows what he's doing. There's a combination of different vessels he uses with the idea of taking the oak out of the picture.
So are these both 100% whole bunch?
I don't know. I
There's
know,
like a huge portion of whole bunch.
Yeah.
But
like whole cluster, same thing. Like he's going for like carbonic maceration.
He's making like Cru Beaujolais in the Barossa.
Yeah,
basically something like that. Hey, because you can see that in there's a spice, there's like a peppercorn and like, which you do get in the Flaxman wine. It's blue fruited. There's crazy floral, like violet lift to it. But that spice really, really grounds the wine, I think, and it stops it getting like overly cloying and overly sweet and floral. It's magic, and the suede, slinky, sexy tannins on it are just delicious. Hey, it feels like blue fruit and like dirt and like earth and
spice,
rock and
nutmeg. And then the K Sands is from the Kalimna sub-region, which is kind of Barossa floor, pretty classic Barossa Valley, clay, red soils.
You can't say Kalimna.
K. It's from the K area.
That's why you got to call it K Sands.
K Sands.
Yeah, there's a very, very well-known Australian winery that won't allow us to call it Kalimna.
All right, well, it's the K Sands from this part of the Barossa, the Kalimna area.
Yep.
I'm not calling the wine Kalimna.
No.
No.
Neither's Callum.
No, neither is Callum.
No.
And there's sand there, and it's in this classic part of the Barossa. So you see a little bit, I find, of like a sweeter spice to this, like aromatically. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But then on the palate, still the same kind of elegance.
See that if that's black fruit, if that's blue fruit and florals, that's black fruit and blood. It's like bloody, meaty, iodine-y, black pepper, dude. But they're both mid-weight. Like I can't see any fucking oak in these wines.
For me, that's the best release of these wines. We've tried these every year since Callum has made them. The last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And again, maybe it's the 24, that little bit of generosity.
Because was 21? I think the 21s were they the first ones?
I can't remember. Yeah, it couldn't have been before that.
I mean, it's like super cool vintages, right?
Yeah.
So he's got like a little bit more ripeness in the 24. Probably.
Yeah. To go with the kind of pared back winemaking, and it just works so well. Guys, these are collectors wines. Samiotti, Standish fans, Eparosa, Spinifex, etc.
Yeah, I mean,
you must buy these wines. They're so good. Not that we have any to sell. They're all gone basically.
No, there's bugger all left. But
it wasn't a very good commercial decision to open these today.
No, it wasn't. But he did give us these, so I'm glad we did. Shout out to Callum. But if you can't find them this year, just wait 12 months and buy them next year. These are
make sure you're on Callum's mailing list to be the best approach.
Yeah, get on his mailing list. These are sight unseen wines for me now. Yeah. It's like you kind of just buy, the vineyards, you know how fucking good this dude is at making wine. And I've seen enough now to know that they're always going to look like this. Yeah. They're like elegant, ethereal, perfumed expressions of some of the greatest vineyards in the Barossa. And he's absolutely smashing it. So buy these if you can find them anywhere. And I'm going to drink those. We get one each. Shotgun Flaxman. Okay. Damn it.
Okay, mate. Today's episode of Getting Blind.
No, are we doing the book? Yeah. Let's do it.
Getting blind after a dry bucket tasting of pretty extreme proportions. So I'm excited to continue to get blind with you today, mate. We choose one wine each for each other. I don't know Wade's wine. Wade doesn't know my wine. And we have 1 minute to try and figure out what that wine is. And there's no prize except if you lose, you get shamed. You get shamed.
Like I did last week.
Global audience. Like last week.
I got so much shit for that Barossa Shiraz pick last week. It was so bad.
All right, mate. So this is my pick for you. You got 1 minute to figure this wine out. Are you ready?
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yep.
Your time starts now.
Okay. So it smells like it's really honeyed, apricot-y. It's like, my mind goes straight to Viognier, but there's no way you'd pick Viognier. It's sweet.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's sweet? What are you doing to me? Oh my God. Okay. So it's all honeysuckle and peach.
Just an update, you got 23 seconds.
What the fuck, dude? Okay, so what is it? It's not, fuck. What have we got that's off dry? Okay, or dessert wine. Okay, I'm gonna say it feels like a Sauternes or something like that. It feels like, because there's definitely, I think it's a little corked actually, because there's a little cardboardy sort of thing on it. So I don't think it's a pristine bottle of it, but I think.
Your time.
Oh yeah,
I'm just gonna say
Sauternes. It's something.
A minute goes quick, doesn't it?
A minute's nothing.
We might need to make
You
it 10.
totally screwed me with the sweetness. I was like, what the fuck?
We might need to go 2 minutes.
No. 1 minute's good. I like the pressure.
All right, so you got on Sauternes.
Oh.
So you were correct. It is a sweet wine.
Well, yeah, it's a sweet wine.
And you know what? You had the country right too.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Being France, of course. It's not Sauternes.
No.
So should we reveal what it is?
Please. Yeah. What is it?
Star.
Oh.
Thierry Germain, the step-by-step Coteau de Léon.
Yeah.
So we're talking sweet Chenin Blanc.
Yeah,
From
sweet
the
Chenin
Léon
Blanc.
Valley.
Okay.
Excellent Loire Valley producer,
Yeah.
Thierry Germain. And I like this style because it's not botrytized at all. It's just kind of late picked and you know, ferment cut off early. I think it's about 80 grams residual. So there's plenty of sweetness, but it's still pretty light in its feet, pretty fresh. I don't know if that's a great look. I haven't tried this vintage's wine. It's my first look at it, so I don't know how it's meant to look, but it's pretty tasty.
It just feels a little flat, a little muted to me. You know what I mean?
The acid's just a bit flat, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not. Yeah, because that's Diane, so it doesn't. I don't know. But
Did you enjoy it?
it's all right. I said it's a bit flabby.
Yeah.
You know? But it's still kind of delicious. I don't know, but
It's a little too sweet for me. Like,
yeah, it doesn't have the zip to sort of hold that amount of acid for me. But
it's a dessert wine that's definitely like a food dessert wine. You know what I mean? Like that needs to be with the right kind of cheese, with the right sort of richer dessert.
yeah, even like, you know, even if you had something like a pork knuckle or something like that with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
cool.
something with like a lot of fat to it,
Yeah.
and like I could see that going okay.
Yeah. Look, you did okay, mate. You identified as a sweet wine.
Okay.
I'd be worried if you didn't.
Yeah,
But you're on the. But can throw you.
Yeah.
Those scents. You know, but you picked up the
Totally.
sweetness, and you're in the right zone when you head to Sauternes. It's just in a minute. It's hard to get your thinking in order, isn't it? You sort of go with your first instinct.
totally. But now I see it. It's much more varietal than what I thought.
Yeah.
Because what it is now, it's like you get like brown apple.
Yeah.
Like there's a real like
Apple's a giveaway.
there's a real like apple cidery kind of character to it, which if I had had like 1 minute 15, I definitely would have fucking nailed.
Oh yeah, here we go. I just need another 10 seconds, sir.
Cool. No, good blind wine. Like, cause
Tough.
yeah,
I haven't got it easy yet.
it really fucking
All right.
it threw me.
What do you got for me? Should we do it?
Yep.
All right, mate. I took you down last week. Have I taken you down both weeks?
No, I won first week.
You won the first week.
Yeah, I think you're up 1. It's
2-1.
2-1.
2-1 coming into today.
Yep.
Let's make it 3-1.
All right.
Ooh.
Let me
colour.
second.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right.
Fuck, it's got like a Grenache look to it, but you wouldn't do that again.
Every time we do this, you go straight to Grenache. All right, you ready?
right.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's not Australian.
You're not Australian.
Oi. We all come from different heritage here, man, okay? We're a multicultural society.
You got 45 seconds.
Okay, shit.
Smells French.
It's a bit natty. It's a bit kind of loose knit, fun, red fruited, bright. Doesn't look. Oh man. Fuck. I'm gonna go out there. Pit now.
Oh,
The Pity Red Blend.
the Pity Red Blend.
It's got this kind of mid-weight, light to mid-weight, red fruited, natty sort of feel to it.
Yep.
It doesn't have the structure of Italy.
10 seconds.
It doesn't scream a particular French variety to me. It could be like Languedoc or something. So I can go right out there. Let's go Austria,
3,
Pity.
2,
Let's
1.
go. It'll be the greatest call of all time. I'm right.
All right.
I'm not right though.
No, you're not right.
Oh,
I like your reasoning though.
yeah.
Yeah, because you got a lot of the things that it kind of took you in a zone, and then I think you just made a call that I don't know, turned out you were
was wrong.
totally wrong. So I can confirm it is a red wine. So
That's as close as I got.
1 point. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yeah, you're going.
It's the Occhipinti. Yeah. So this is the 22 Rosso.
Yes.
Did I pick 22? I did. 22 Rosso.
I don't know about that.
We've got the new Occhipintis coming in. In a week or two.
Yeah, that's right.
So I thought there's a couple of bottles left of the.
Clear it out, mate. Good to have a look though.
Just wanted to have a look because quite often we taste those wines on release, and that's 12 months since we've had that. So just want to see how it looked. You got the natty thing, but it doesn't look like super. It doesn't look super fucked up to me. Like,
no, it doesn't look fucked up. It's a cough. It's definitely not fucked up. Just went down the wrong tube. I'm still learning how to taste properly.
Yeah.
No, but it just lacks the usual definition I'd expect from these wines.
Yeah, but you got to remember. So this is a blend of Nera d'Avola and Frappato.
I know. So those are varieties.
They're not like super tannic varieties anyway.
No, look, it's fair.
And it's supposed to be a lighter on its feet, sort of vin de soir kind of drinking, like, you know, the Italian.
I get it. I think in my mind, for some reason, I was like thinking, does it look like Sangiovese or Neb? I wouldn't think you'd go Sicilian again.
Have I gone to Sicilian?
Wasn't that where I thought it was a Grenache and it ended up being from Sicily?
Edna,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it goes to Sicilian.
So yeah, cool. Way to mix it up. But I guess that's like double bluffing, isn't it?
It is.
But anyway, look, I think I was on the right track, but I was wrong, and you got the country. I think you take this out in a points decision today.
Yeah, fuck, it's not by much, but by the skin of my teeth.
A very narrow victory. All right, mate. Well,
but you went German red. Which is like
Austrian red,
Austrian red. Sorry, that's a deep cut. If
I was just going for that all-time instant win, retire from blind tasting. You know what I mean?
Totally,
I just thought maybe I could do it.
Yeah, it's like if you pick
I reckon if I
vintage English sparkling and you just be like walk off, like mic drop.
Anyway, mate, fantastic tasting today. Like, holy shit! Like, what a lineup of wine.
Yeah.
We seem to be adding more and more wines every week we do this, but it's good fun.
Yeah, it is. Should we add more wines? Should we add? Should we take some wines away?
If you are the 3 or 4 people still watching this, we'd love like your feedback on what you're enjoying, what you're not enjoying. Any thoughts on the wines? We really love all that engagement, genuinely. So please jump in the comments and get in there. Check out our other videos and check out some of these wines. Like seriously, like some top shelf stuff.
Yeah, there's some absolute banger booze there, some bargains, some stuff that may or may not be sold out by the time I get this video up. But hopefully you can still check them out wherever you are.
Amazing. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again in a week or 2.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.